If somebody walks up to you and asks you, who do you serve? What do you tell them? Each one of us belong to a different group, different tribes, different ethnicities, different faiths. But ultimately, who do we serve? What's the hierarchy that we have for our lives? Mine is God first, country second. And I want to tell you a little story. Let's go to the book of Joshua, Joshua 24 to be exact. At this point in Israel's history, Jews are no longer slaves. They're no longer wandering the desert. They're no longer fighting for soil. Most of the big battles are won. They have their houses, they have vineyards. They live pretty comfortably at this point. But here comes Joshua asking a bold question. Choose this day, who do you serve? As for me and my house, we serve the Lord. That question was as important that day as it is today. We live in a day and time that we all set this little lanes for ourselves, that I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat. What does it all mean? Where do we stop being all the labels that we have created for ourselves and just try to be a child of God who lives a righteous life? I hear the same arguments from the people on my side on the right. Don't criticize Pam Bondi because that's criticizing Donald Trump. So what? Is President Trump anything more special than me and you? Is he without fault? Because last I checked, there was only one human being that ever walked this earth that was without fault. And his name is not Donald Trump. And I say that with all due respect. I still support the president. I know what's on the other side. It's a no-brainer. But nonetheless, we have a responsibility, not just to ourselves, not just to our fellow Americans, not to our neighbors, not to God, to be honest, to be truthful. This is not about Trump. This is not about Pam Bondi. This is about the morality and the ethics of a nation. This is about little children. What did Christ tell us about that? I feel like as if we are going more and more toward calling ourselves Christians and focusing more on worship in 1 hour a week than we do in actually following Christ. I struggle with this too. I worked on the Republican side for over 10 years. I know what it means to be a team player, to lock arms and sing Kumbaya. And most of the time, majority of the time, that's fine. But there are times that we have to put our foot down to walk in righteousness. Be holy, for your Father in heaven is holy. Or are we just going to call ourselves Christians and go about it? We beat our chest on the right, telling everybody that we are different. And when the moment comes that we were supposed to be different, not all of us, but a lot of us are turning a different eye. Because somehow, for some reason, Pam Bondi looking bad is the same as me and you looking bad. And he doesn't. The whole goal of this channel is not to get people riled up. It's to calm people down. My goal is not to be viral, but to create an environment that allows people to have clarity. I don't have all the answers. None of us do. But one thing that we cannot stop doing is being a patriot, being a man of God, a woman of God. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to. This nation of ours will not disappear because we stop talking about God. It disappears the moment we forgot what God looks like, what following him means. I was born in a nation that prided itself of being godly. It's called the Islamic Republic of Iran. And That's all for show. We all know that. There's not a godly bone in their bodies. But we're supposed to be different. We're supposed to be the land of law and order. How is it that the Department of Justice, the highest people that are supposed to be there to enforce the law, are in violation of the US laws? When was the Epstein Transparency Act passed? How many days were the DOJ given by the president and Congress both to release the files? How many days has it passed now? Ask yourself. What were the items that they were allowed to redact? And what are the redaction that we see now? Both chamber in the House and the Senate passed this bill. The President of the United States signed it. Yet, our Attorney General, Pam Bondi, is in complete violation of that law. And while we all scratching our head, trying to figure out how do we go from the people in the Trump cabinet, Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, even the Trump family themselves, everybody under the sun told the American people, told us conservatives, that there's more to the Epstein file. And those same exact people are calling this a hoax. I am not here to point a finger at anybody and call anybody guilty. That's not my job. It's not. I don't have all the facts. But you know what I have obligation of doing? What you have an obligation of doing? Hold your own government accountable. Every single person inside the government works for we, the people. We, the people. From President Trump to Pam Bondi to Kash Patel to every member of Congress and Senate. They work for us. We are not children to be told that there's nothing to look here, go on. The Dow is at 50,000. I use the example from Joshua because it resonates with this time. You know what also resonates with this time? Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah. There's many, many good people on the left, on the right, in the middle. But complacency is not an option right now. You are talking about children. These are not grown-ups who chose any of this stuff that happened to them. You're talking about children, not just one, not just 10, not just hundreds, thousands of children. This is no longer about party lines. And the sooner we come to realize this is the fastest way we can turn this country around. We are doing great. That was at 50,000. But none of that shit matters. Your righteousness matters. I don't know what I can tell y'all to get you guys' eyes to be open. And it's not going to happen overnight because there's a lot of people like the Nick Fluentes of the world, the Candace of the world, the Andrew Tates of this world, the people that just want to rile you up and distract you. For what reason? So I'll leave you with this. Don't comment. Don't put this public. Really sit on the corner of your bed today for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and ask yourself, I will choose today whom I will serve. But hey, as for me and my house, we serve the Lord.